How to grow on Instagram in 2026 as a photographer. If it's what you are wondering, well, you are on the right video. I've been on Instagram for the past 10 years almost. I think I started my current imag'in account in 2017, and I grew my account from 0 followers to a bit more than 60,000 followers today. I think we tend to believe that the algorithm is changing every month, and some people get very overwhelmed about that. But from my almost 10 years on Instagram, and especially the past years where I've been very consistent on this platform, I can really tell that the algorithm is usually a good excuse when you are actually not really doing what you should be doing, meaning just posting good content. So today I want to give you a few tips that might help you if you decide that this year you want to grow on Instagram as a photographer. So the first thing I want to say, and that's the most important one, and that's why I'm starting with this one. I'm not gonna make you wait until the end of the video. That's, if you do just one thing, do this one. Be consistent. If you decide that 2026 is the year where you post on Instagram, then you need to commit for a full year and to post regularly. Don't post intensively for 2 weeks and then post nothing for the next 6 months, because those 2 weeks of posting will be completely useless if you are not consistent over time and if you stop posting for a month after this intense period. So if you can realistically post 3 times a week over a long period of time, it will always be better to do that than posting 7 times a week over 1 month and then nothing over 3 months. So be consistent, keep that in mind, write it down, think about how many times you can realistically post on the long term and commit to that. So what can you do to be consistent? That's something I practice myself, is to create content in advance. Batch your content creation. Usually my content is planned 1 to 3 months in advance. That way I'm not every single day thinking about what I should post. I just know what I'm going to post, and at the end of each month I plan 3-4 days of content creation, so ideation, filming my content or editing it, editing the videos, all that will be full days for 3-4 days depending on the content. But then I don't have to think about what I'm going to post during the month, and that way during the month you don't need to focus on what you are going to post. You can focus on your creativity of your photography projects, all while gaining visibility on Instagram. And the only thing you have to do is to post your content and engage with your audience, and that way you can be consistent for months and years. And that's the technique I've been using since 2023, and it allowed me to post 2 times a day for quite a while now. I'm posting just once a day, but that's still 30 pieces of content per month, and I'm not at all struggling to post or to come up with ideas because I have a full day of ideations at the end of each month. So be consistent, plan in advance. Now my third tip is to try out different content and see what works. For that, I would say it really depends of your account, and it might also depends of the period of time where you are posting. While I record this video, carousel are really trending. That's the content that works very well, and it seems to be the case for pretty much everyone. A year and a half, 2 years from today, reels were really trending. Just the fact that you posted reels was the thing to do to be more visible on the platform. Now I would say it's not the case anymore, because carousel have been gaining weight on the platform. So I would recommend to post reels, carousel and photos. So carousel would be a photo series, for example. So let's say you did a portrait photo shoot, you probably have different photos, so just post them as a series or if you're a travel photographer like I am, maybe you went to a city, you have a series of photos from that city, just post them as a series, or just create a little story so it makes a series of photos like this post here that has been working very well on my page. For Reels, it can be behind the scenes, behind the edits, screen recording of you when you are editing your photos, videos of you while you are shooting, videos of you while you are prepping for your photo shoot. There are so many ideas that you can have that can make great Reels. And don't hesitate to post your photos as standalone posts, because in my case, that's the post that performs the best still on my Instagram. So we hear everywhere that photos are invisible on the platform, and I would actually disagree, because that's not the case for me. So try to post your photo as standalone posts as well as in series. Don't worry about reposting a photo that is a standalone and also in a series, because no one cares that you are reposting a photo. If the photo is beautiful, people want to see it. So don't overthink reposting a photo that is in this series. If you want to repost it as a standalone photo, as a standalone post, just do it. Don't overthink that. Now, here I talk about 3 types of content: Reels, carousel, photos. Something that is kind of the thing of the moment. I don't know if it's going to last, but it's been quite a while since it's the case that you should always add music to your post. I personally, at the beginning, I didn't really understand why I should post music with a photo, because I'm personally always have my app without the sound, so I don't even listen to music on a photography post. But from my experience, music is going to push your content and might help your carousels and your photos post to end up in the discovery part of Instagram, which means it's going to reach new followers. So that you want it or not, add a music to your post. Just add a random music, a trendy music, or music that is related to your photo. Just do whatever, but add the music if you want to end up in the discovery tab in Instagram. Now, what I said a few minutes before, photography posts alone is not enough. You can't just post photos, just single photos or a series of photos, and call it a day and hope to grow on the platform. The thing that I'm noticing more and more on Instagram is that authenticity, vulnerability, being real is something that is super important since the past year and a half on Instagram, which makes total sense, because now, since we see AI content everywhere, we don't really know if there is really someone behind those photos, behind this content. And sometimes we get a bit tired and we don't really care, we keep scrolling. But if we see someone, like a real person, doing something, doing the work, struggling with something, sharing something interesting, then we might stop and look at your behavior when you are consuming content, because I'm pretty sure that's how you interact with people on Instagram. Usually you interact with people that are real people, that you want to root for them because they shared something personal about their work, and not only because they have pretty photos. So think about that for your content. What can you share about yourself so people see that you are a real person? What can you share so people will want to root for you? Share a challenge, share something you want to get that you don't have yet. Share how you prepare for your photo shoot, as I said before. Share your struggles when you learn something new. And people will be here rooting for you, and that's how people become followers. Because now, even though people might like your content, if they like your photos but they have no idea who is the photographer behind, they might not hit the follow button. And we all do that, so we can't really complain. So beautiful photos alone is not enough. Share your BTS, share your struggle, share who you are, share your story, and you will be able to grow you're just in 2026. Now, something else that you can do if you struggle to come up with ideas is to do research. When you are consuming on the platform, look at what you like, look at what inspires you, save all that in a folder and try to recreate this kind of vibe in your sauce. Of course, don't just copy other creators, but can you recreate a part of what you like with your own sauce, with your own personality, with your own work? It will help you to see what you like and also help you to see what you like to share with others. So it's not going to happen overnight. It might be a bit hard to come up with ideas at first, but the more you train this muscle, this ideas muscle, the more it's going to be natural and easier to do it. So that's my tips for you to grow on Instagram as a photographer in 2026. If you are a photographer who want to grow on Instagram, but you feel stuck with editing, finding your style, visibility, I run a travel photographer bootcamp. It's a 6-week program where I mentor you directly on editing style and growth on social media, but also as a travel photographer. So if that sounds like the next step for you, the waitlist link is in the description. See you in the next video.